Hello, this is Phil, and today I will be summoning on the Attuned Eliwood and Entwined Ninian banner. So, I'm going to do full circles until the first spark, and depending on how that goes, I might off-screen try to summon more for the heroes I don't get. But for the most part, I'm not too interested in this banner. I haven't looked too closely at these heroes. I just did the chapter map, and Lowen was kind of bulkier than I thought. Ninian was surprisingly bulky with how much damage reduction she had. And then I just used Harmonic Ike to deal with Eliwood. So here we go. So normally I would start with the hero that I would be most interested in getting on the first circle, but since I haven't really looked too much at the skills, I saw the trailer, but I didn't really pay too close attention, and that was days ago, so, well, maybe even a week at this point, or close to a week, so I don't really remember them too much. I think Ninian's refresh gives the ability to attack from 2 range to heroes. And I think she also gets it after refreshing. But other than that, I don't really remember too much about what Eliwood does. She has the Momentum Echo skill, which is interesting. I wonder if the momentum stacks with other sources of momentum. So if that's the case, you can just have an AoE. Hey, look! 4-star special hero. Ossian. Now, I don't know if I've been merging him up or not. I think I've used him as mirror stance fodder mostly in the past. So I don't know how many merges I have on him. But it's just Matthew. So Steel Ball Run just released its first episode earlier today, and it was pretty good. I haven't read too much of part 7. I literally read just like the first 4 chapters, I think. So I kind of knew a little about what was gonna happen, but not too much about it. And oh look, another Celsius. Should be +9 now. That's kind of cool. I do like Celsius, and maybe if I +10 him, I'll give him a better build. But it is funny, the last time I got him was on the banner with Micaiah. And it wasn't the same circle as Micaiah, but it was still nice getting him on a banner that featured Micaiah. So, as I was saying, Steel Ball Run was pretty good. Like, I spent the past month and a half rewatching parts 1 through 7, which honestly, parts 1 through 6 in preparation for part 7, which really wasn't that necessary considering the amount of time I spent preparing for a 50-minute episode that doesn't even relate to the parts I saw. Hopefully Netflix announces what their plans are, because I just hope it's not we'll release this one episode and random Amelia. Just the game keeps on giving me 5 stars to interrupt me when I'm talking about Steel Ball Run. It's kind of funny, I guess. Anyways, hopefully it's not just a one episode and a months long wait for more episodes. I didn't like that they did that with Stone Ocean. And I remember when watching Stone Ocean, I watched up to Stone Ocean in preparation. Then there was a wait, and then because there was that long wait, I decided to rewatch up through the first part of Stone Ocean, then watch part 2. And part 3 wasn't that long of a wait, where I just decided to watch part 3 whenever it came out. So Stone Ocean was not my favorite part, and having rewatched it last week, it's still not my favorite part. Wasn't really a fan of like the middle of Stone Ocean. The ending is a little hard to follow visually what's going on. Well, not like the ending, but the fight where gravity's pretty much being altered is where it's hard to follow what's going on visually. But I really like the ending where they reuse Roundabout. It's a good song, and just hearing it at the end of that part as a callback sort of to part 1, it's a fitting way of closing out the first 6 parts of the show. Well, anime. So hopefully we can get something good here. I'm about halfway through, and so far I've gotten 3 5 stars, although 2 of them were 4-star specials, and I don't know if you want to count those. And then I got random Amelia, which I don't know, I might like it more than that one. I've played through FE7 only once. And when I played through it, I'm gonna be honest, Lynn's story made me put down the game for months. Just because I did not like how dragged out it was and how much hand-holding there was. Kind of wish I could have skipped that, but I couldn't, so. I do remember my Eliwood had terrible speed. I don't remember the exact stats, but my Eliwood had terrible speed. My Hector had good speed. I do remember that. I think he might have been a little behind on strength, though. But my Eliwood was pretty bad. My Hector was able to double reliably. So I ended up burning a lot of hand axes. And I don't remember too much from my playthrough. I do remember that I killed Vida. I didn't recruit her. Because I wasn't thinking that I could recruit her. I was just like, oh, she has this super powerful weapon. She's going to be hard to kill. You can do this. And I should probably replay that game. I don't know. I still have Final Fantasy VI to play through on my to-do list. I still technically probably should finish Octopath Traveler. And I know Fortune's Weave is coming out sometime this year. And I kind of would like to finish Final Fantasy VI before I start in on that. I haven't even started Final Fantasy VI yet. I'm not sure if I want to play through it with a spoiler-free walkthrough, since I know in the previous Final Fantasy games there's a lot of things you can miss. And I kind of want to make sure that I get things as I play through it. But at the same time, with Final Fantasy V, I kind of just spent a lot of time grinding for the jobs, which made the game pretty easy. Oh hey, it's Marcus. Nice. Finally I got an actual hero from this banner.
My name is Marcus. I will scatter the meager foes who approach you.
So, not the most exciting one to get, but at least he wasn't 5 stars. If he was 5 stars, it would have been a little disappointing, kind of just using up the pity for that. So, one more circle, and I think I'm at 4%. So, I'm gonna go for the blues first, and then finish on the colorless. Oh hey, Lowen, nice. Plus speed, minus defense. I don't know if speed is probably not. His skills are defense focused, so the defense bane is probably
you must remember
pretty
this
bad
from
to have.
henceforth. If the stomach is empty, empty too lies the heart.
So. I don't know, maybe I should see if there's other heroes with hair covering their eyes and just make hair covering eyes emblem. Honestly, don't really know why I'm going for the blue orbs here. Probably just for, like, completion's sake. You know, I think I'm actually... Well... Still can do full circles. Well, one more full circle. Yeah, I probably should have just not bothered with the blue orbs there. Oh well. If I get Eliwood here, or Ninian, then I actually don't think I go for the second spark. I was hoping to get either Ninian or Eliwood, so I wouldn't have to make the choice. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to make the choice. Do I pick the Attuned hero or do I pick the Entwined hero? I think I'm gonna go for Ninian just because Carlos is awful to summon on. So, like if I do the off-screen summons, I could probably just like snipe green. I think that's better than trying to deal with the Carlos pool.
I hope our bond remains strong, even if I return to my original world.
Oh, and Pentis Guard is 400 SP. Comes from momentum. Oh, it's a good thing I have multiple figures. Although, I'm not gonna fodder my only copy of Ninian. So, this will be my last circle. Unless there's like... yeah. So, hopefully, one of these is Eliwood and then I'm done. Yeah. I don't think there's going to be 3 greens in the next circle, so maybe I'll try one more circle. I have enough orbs to go for 2 summons. Or, I guess that was a sign. Maybe I should stop for now. Yeah, not the best start, but I did manage to get both Marcus and Lowen at the end, and then I was able to spark for Ninian. So I do want to check Lowen's stats. It's not the best speed. Anyways, 12 orbs in the dream, let's go. 1 green. Nope. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Unfortunately, no Eliwood. But off screen, I'll probably do some more attempts. And I'll see you next time.